Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back once again to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today we are going to take a look at the array, the three different variants of the F-35 Lightning II available for Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're first and foremost going to take a look at the A model, then the C model, and then the very special Stovall B model. For those of you unfamiliar with the F-35, it's a long-going, I think 2006 was the first prototype flight of this aircraft. Originally designated as the Joint Strike Fighter, it was later classed to a Lightning II, following up the P-38 Lightning. It's a multi-role fighter, bomber, and a general attack aircraft capable of carrying a huge array of weapons from the AIM-120, AMRAAM, AIM-9X, GBU-12s, I'm sure some sort of other JDAM munitions can fit inside of the internal weapons bays, but we're going to be taking a look at the flight characteristics of it in the sim. And I guess without further ado, we'll hop inside and go ahead and get started. So the startup process in the F-35 is actually pretty straightforward and pretty simple. It's obviously a fully glass panel aircraft with a heads-up display that'll display on your canopy once we're started up and going. First thing we're going to do is come over to these guys and toggle them on. Actually, battery. And then we'll toggle these guys on. Then close our main fuel cell there, or fuel breaker, and then we should be good to start. We'll open our main fuel shutoff valve and turn on some of the external lighting. One of the immediate areas of improvement for me with this mod is the external lighting. We take a look outside. First off, the strobe lights. The F-35 having LED strobes, they're very, very slow flash. This is something you can probably change in the XML file for the aircraft, but they do not flash this quickly on the real aircraft. I've seen several F-35s fly in real life. The strobes don't flash that fast. And the other thing is, just in general, the lighting doesn't really seem to fill the lens. If you zoom out quite a bit, it does. But it'd be nice if it did that at, this distance. Sticking with external lighting, the landing light lights up the nose gear well very, very good. But then the actual element for it is, I don't know if it's sunken too far back into that lens there or what's going on, but there's no visible light from it. There is an improvement mod for this aircraft available on flightsim.to, but I don't really care for it. It's does a little bit too much with the aircraft, and I think, in my opinion, makes it more unrealistic. It does fix that landing light position, but it doesn't do anything with the navigation lights and that sort of thing, and it's more or less what I would be interested in. So anyway, nonetheless, let's go back to the startup here. So we're all set to start. We're going to come over to this guy here and flick him to start. And we'll close our canopy. And that's a successful startup. A full FADEC system on the F-35, so no fuel cutoff switches or anything like that. Just make sure your main shutoff valve is open. And coming through 60%, our generator just kicked in there, so you can see we've now got a successful start. I'm going to set the FLIR as the main page there. And then we'll set our weapons page as the main one here. We'll go ahead and open up the doors. So you can see weapon bay doors rather, are modeled. And I think as you increase and decrease weight, you can actually, yeah, so if you wanted to load different stations with bombs or missiles or whatever, you could add those here. We're not going to be doing that today. For those of you who haven't noticed already, we are at Whitman Regional in Oshkosh. We're going to be doing a recreation of the demo flight that the F-35 flew not too long ago, about just shy of a month ago at AirVenture. Let's get our remove before flight tags out. And we'll arm our ejection seat. Nice twilight display of the F-35. Alright, coming up to runway 18. For a nice twilight display. Alright, and we're lined up here. We'll go full brakes. I'm going to set Sky Dolly to record. Do a quick control systems check. Probably would have been done on the ramp, but nonetheless. Full brakes on, run it up to full mill. Ready, and here we go. Into the vertical. And put some rolls on as we exit. Alrighty, and here we are in the Charlie model F-35. Again, looking very similar to the normal Stovall variant, but if I slow us down here a little bit, you can see we've got that big, robust landing gear with the launch bar, as well as, if I drop the hook, it's a slightly more robust arresting hook. Looks like 2 extra speed brakes on the wingtips, as well as the ability to fold the wings as well. Looks like, so I don't think we'll be doing any carrier landings in the F-35 B or C model. Nonetheless, let's hop over to the Bravo model and take a look at how the Stovall works out. Alrighty, let's get set up for our attempted short landing. I dumped a whole bunch of fuel. Excuse me, I was going to try to come in on the arch of the dam here, but I'm hoping with less fuel we should be able to actually come to a full stop. So we'll have to see here. We'll see. Detail's a mixed bag on this aircraft. There's some stuff that really blows me away, like all of the intricacies of the hydraulic systems and whatnot on the exhaust nozzle. The flight controls and the skin of the aircraft looks very good, but then you get weird stuff like really shiny tires, and the actual exhaust nozzle, I kid you not, the exhaust nozzle on this aircraft, I swear, is the exact same exhaust nozzle, low poly and all, from the old F-16 from FSX that I used to fly. You know, so I'm still getting that forward flight. I don't know what to do about that. So yeah, it still just wants to fly forward. I don't know what to do. I guess my final thoughts to summarize with this aircraft is, obviously there's going to be no military implementation. As far as the flight model, as far as the internal cockpit, it's unrealistic, but that's because the F-35 is such a new and current aircraft. It's going to be years, decades before we see, you know, actual capabilities of this aircraft released. I mean, take a look at like the F-18 or F-16 in DCS. You know, the F-16's a Block 52, the F-18's a Block 30. You're talking 1980s era aircraft, right? So I don't fault them for this aircraft being on. Okay, well, we're dead. Dead. Super dead. Giga dead. Trifecta dead. Alright, well, we're just gonna slow mode. Here we go. So this exhaust, I mean, let me know what you guys think. I definitely think this is like the exhaust from, genuinely, look at that. Look at that. That is the same exhaust from the F-16 that I flew in FSX. If not, I think it might have actually been 2004. So, I mean, that's a real negative mark. I know that's a Pratt & Whitney F-100. It's before they even moved over to General Electric for engines. So the F-35 doesn't use that engine that's looking at you. And even if it did, I really think something to match the degree of quality that the rest of this aircraft sees should be implemented. But those are my thoughts. It's fun to kind of zip around in. Will I be doing any long-term flying of this aircraft? Absolutely not. That's going to do it for this video. I appreciate you guys sticking out and checking out the 3 different F-35s that are available. Let me know what you guys think. Are you going to be picking these up? Have you already picked them up? If so, what do you think? And yeah, that's going to do it for me. So I will catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this one. And as always, take it easy.